My lovely and amazing fan, this matter it don't enter another level. This matter is becoming more serious as me and you think. Yes, the legal team of Queen May has finally come out to make a very crucial explanation concerning the news that has been on the media space since yesterday, that Yul-edochie has no right over Yul-edochie's children. My country people, these people has finally come out. Hear what they posted. I am going to read it for you guys. According to the information reaching us from this media space, the legal team of Yul-edochie, they wrote, the case of Yul-edochie, what is all this confusion over paternity test about? I woke up this morning to see so many messages in my inbox asking questions or making all manner of assumptions about paternity tests on the children of Yul-edochie and Judy Austin. I have to make this post for the purpose of responding and preempting those questions. I do so based on what we know about the case. I hope this will quieten the tension and speculations, and people can rest. Please note that I did not speak with May before making this post, as I like to be solely responsible for my post. May is not asking for paternity tests on Judy's children. Number one, once May decided to end the marriage, the issue of the paternity of Judy's children is no longer relevant. Her main ground for seeking divorce is adultery, which was open and notorious. Though both Yul and Judy denied that they were married, they did not deny that they had an affair that produced a child called Star. So adultery is easy to prove, and that is all May needed as ground for divorce and as ground for damages against Judy. If May gets a divorce, Judy's children will not be her stepchildren. So she has no further interest in the biological paternity of Judy's children. In a counterfactual argument, one could ask, what if those children are not Yul's biological children? That will be immaterial to May's pursuit. If Yul claims those children, then he is their father. After all, he has the right to adopt any child as his child. Number two, it was in the beginning of this problem, when it looked like just a case of a married man mistakenly impregnating a side chick, that May would have requested a paternity test on Star. At that time, she thought the marriage could be saved. Then Yul himself had apologized to May and described his affair with Judy Austin as a mistake, and promised it would not go beyond what happened. May, being a kind and considerate person, was prepared to forgive a repentant and remorseful husband. At that time, she would have wanted to make sure that Yul was the biological father. However, Yul took things several steps further by declaring Judy his second wife and trying to get May to accept polygamy. May refused and wanted an end to the marriage. At that point, she wouldn't care who Yul calls his children or not. Once a man is no longer your husband, it shouldn't matter to you who his biological children from other women are, as you will have no relationship with such children. Number three, I am not ruling out the possibility that, depending on the progress of the case, a situation may arise where the paternity of Judy's children might become important. But as things are, it is not all that important now. May is not doubting that Yul is the father of those children. So it is not in her interest to call a paternity test. That will be like doubting your own premise. Men's case is stronger if they are his biological children, because that will be additional evidence of adultery. But you and Judy are not denying that they are the parents of the children. In law, there is no need to make an extra move to prove a fact that has been admitted by the parties. What is May seeking to get from the court? Number one, she is looking for dissolution of the marriage, custody of her children and child support from you, her share of their marital properties, and damages from Judy for the adultery that upturned her marriage. I am confident that she has excellent chances of success in all she is asking for. This is a family court, after all. Number two, from the point of view of law, the case is not as complicated as many people think. Yes, on the emotional angle, this is a very big case. One of the most dramatic stories about marriages, love, and betrayal in Nigeria in this decade, if not in the entire history of modern Nigeria. It is a gripping story that I expect will ultimately result in many movies and novels. It is a classic story of the ironies of love and marriages. It is also an epic story of the rise and fall of a star. It is comparable to any other story of love tragedy, whether it is of the story of Samson and Delilah, or the story of Macbeth, or the story of King Ahab and Queen Jezebel. For DPA, it is a story that marked a turning point in the cultural war over gender equality in Nigeria, especially among the Igbo people, whether men or women are equal, and whether a man could just do what you attempted. Number three, in this story, if you are deep in thinking, you must ask yourself what led you to this catastrophe. You understood that what he was doing was something many would frown upon, but as a result of his upbringing and a false sense of self-worth, he thought that he could do it. He thought that he had become so famous as a star, the Odogu, that the society would not question or punish him for whatever he did. He assumed that he had the capacity to change the mood and the feelings of society. He thought that he could reset the standard of social acceptability of whatever he did. He must have been shocked to see the degree of disapproval and rejection of his action. Number four, for the DPA Family Law Clinic, we are happy to know that no man in his right senses, seeing what happened to Yul-edochie, will rush to repeat his miscalculations. We are happy to know that his behavior was rejected by society and would not become the new standard he had expected to create. The widest spread support for Queen May is well appreciated. DPA Family Law Clinic is proud to stand for Queen May and any other woman facing similar challenges in such an epic cultural warfare. Every human being with a heart must stand with May. She represents something that is dear to all good and honest people. She was a peaceful woman, a dutiful wife, and a doting mother. She supported her husband by allowing him the freedom and latitude to pursue his career, even if it meant his many travels and absences from home. She gave all she had to the marriage and family. It is so obvious now that May's huge talents were unknown when she was with you. That was because she placed her marriage above her talents. In return for this, she was betrayed and her gentle qualities were taken advantage of. She was shocked and broken to pieces, as any other woman would. She suffered not only the breakdown of her marriage, she lost her beloved child. Losing a child is the worst thing that could happen to a parent, but May suffered that. Despite these tragic experiences, this woman preserved, like in the incredible Hulk movies, when this woman was pushed to the wall, knocked to the ground by betrayal and tragedy, she began to gain strength. She began to emerge from a lying position to a kneeling position, from a kneeling position to a standing position. And then she turned and began to move, stamping her feet with the strength of love, her charms, her goodness, and grace. It is natural to love and admire Queen May Yul-edochie. She represents what we wish to see in all good women, all good people. If you support and admire May, you are just a good, normal person with a human heart. After all, she could have been your sister or your aunt. DPA Family Law Clinic. Yes, so did you hear that? So if you are anywhere supporting Queen May, you are so much appreciated because you love good things. And there is no way all these people saying May this, May that, May this, not a parent, this is not taking care of you. That is why you jump into another woman. You can never do anything to make us to change our mind to support evil. Thank God these people has cleared the air. This is their family law team, the family lawyers. So whatever you see me reading here today, that is the true story of what is really going on right now, right away, within Yul-edochie and the marriage saga. So share this video, my country people. This is Yul-edochie Family Fan Page bringing this to you. If you have not followed this page, click on follow and share this video. And if you love May Yul-edochie, God loves you. You are a good-hearted person. Share this video. God bless you all. See you in my next updates.